This is my Garmin 6 Pro, and it's probably the toughest watch that I've ever owned. I've had it roughly 6 years. This watch was released in 2019 and there are a few new versions out now. I think we're either on the 8 or the 9. This is a watch made for sports and outdoor activities. Many sports activities on it. Obviously, I don't use it for that purpose. I bought the watch because I liked the look of it and also the technology. I wear this watch 90% of the time, which means I wear the watch every day for work. I work in a metal fabrication company and this contains lots of dust and abrasives, so the watch has to put up with quite a lot of abuse. One of the main jobs I do there is a process called bead blast. It involves shooting glass bead at high pressure out of a hose. I do wear the watch while doing this, and although I do wear gloves and I wear a suit, sometimes the watch can be exposed in the gap between the suit and the gloves. With the blast ejected at such a high pressure, there is a lot of rebound, and when exposed, the watch does get a lot of the rebounded bead. I've done this job for roughly 3 years and wore the watch pretty much every single day. There's also the rest of the factory. There's lots of metal grinding which ejects dust particles, and the watch is exposed to that without a suit. Technically, the watch has never given me any trouble. It's worked perfectly for the whole time that I've had it. Aesthetically, the watch has wear and tear around the bezel. You can see some of the paint has been removed. Considering the abuse it's put up with, quite surprised that's the only damage that's occurred. The screen is in pretty good condition. It has one scratch at the top. Other than that, it seems to be clear. This is the most surprising aspect, as the glass is weaker than the metal casing. Moving on to the strap. The strap has been the weakest point. I have changed the strap roughly around 3 times. I don't generally buy the genuine Garmin by a third party. The first thing to go is usually the retention straps around it, and this is where you put the excess strap into. They tend to go first. The strap hangs loose and it can get caught, and on top of that, it's quite annoying as well. What you have to keep in mind is not only the watch being exposed to the daily work, but also daily wear and tear. It is made for outdoor activities, so it has to be made of tougher stuff, not made for the abuse that it has been through at work. Everything on the watch is still fully functional. Heart rate sensor, the blood oxygen sensor, all the buttons work. There's just nothing on the watch that has ever stopped or not worked. There's only one issue that I've ever had, and this is the charging port. I originally had trouble with the charging port before I started this job and thought it was the cable. So I replaced the cable. It fixed the issue for a short period of time and then the issue came back. I did think then that the issue was down to the dust that collects inside the port, and when you plug the charger into the port, it is very loose, not very stable. I have been online and this seems to be a problem that quite a few people have encountered. This is a proprietary port to Garmin, so it's not as if you can get different cable and try that. Online, there's quite a lot of people that encountered this issue and it seems to be well documented, but it doesn't seem to be being resolved by Garmin. You have to put the watch in a certain position for the cable to stay connected so the watch will charge. I have to position it so the cable is underneath the watch and the watch is adding its weight onto the cable. Then it will start to charge after a bit of maneuvering. Overall, the watch has been flawless, has a lot more capability than I've ever used. Keeping in mind this is version 6, there are newer versions out. They will be more advanced. They have touch screens now. This is not a touch screen. They have OLED screens as well. Material wise, I've not encountered a new one, so I would guess that they're built the same. I have looked online and you can replace the bezel and the glass, and I think that's around about £50. That's something that I might look into in the future. I'll leave a link down below if you're interested in looking at the Fenix range. I would definitely look at purchasing one of these again. And if that's something you're into, it's definitely worth a look. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.